I am so lost. Hey guys, Bound27 here, bringing you Toriko chapter 264. Yes, Toriko has finally come back after its month-long hiatus, and we get the official first chapter of 2014 of Toriko. So the chapter begins in color, where we see something falling from the sky and hitting Toriko's face. From the looks of it, he's got something stuck up his nose. I don't know why, but he's got some stubble forming on his face. Looks like he's trying to grow a beard over there. Now we get the title page where we actually get to see the four heavenly kings, Rin and Komatsu, and seeing how they changed in their appearance. Zebra kind of looks the same, but he's like rocking this boa thing. I think it was like a fluffy jacket, something like Don Flamingo would wear. Coco kind of looks the same, but his outfit's different. I don't know, I kind of liked his old outfit. It got like a piccolo motif going on here, especially with the cape. I kind of liked the cape. Sunny, I'd say he looks different. It's hard to tell really. Well, his hair looks different. Probably, I think. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell from me here. He kind of looks the same to me, but I do like his new outfit. Toriko's outfit, well, he's got the same color orange, but it's different, and I think his hair is a lot more longer. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Komatsu does look a little older, and he doesn't look a lot like a monkey. I mean, you know, like when he had that monkey-shaped nose. And, you know, whenever he cries, he kind of looks like a monkey. So he looks a little older, more mature. Rein's hair actually did grow longer, and it seems she also looks older. So we get to see this grassy field, but there are bubbles forming on the land, and you see a fish jumping out from the land and back inside. That was weird. I think that place might be land, but it's more like an ocean. It's, how would I put it? It's an ocean that looks like land, but is not really land. It's kind of weird, but okay, I'll buy it. Lots of weird stuff happens in Gourmet World. So we see somebody sleeping on top of a leaf, and it turns out to be Toriko. We actually get a better look at him, kinda. It's hard to tell with his clothes, but it looks like that his clothes are torn. His hair did grow longer, and as I said before, he does have stubble on his face. So Toriko wakes up, and it seems that he's been sleeping for an hour. And according to him, an hour of sleep is enough for him to go on for 2 weeks without sleep. Let me repeat that. An hour of sleep is enough for Toriko to go on for 2 weeks without sleep, non-stop. Jeez. That's... I don't... I mean, I knew Toriko was gotten stronger. I didn't think that he would actually go on for 2 weeks without sleep. So Toriko notices the bead thing that fell down from the sky, picks it up. It turns out to be a gummy candy. And then we get a narration text saying, today's forecast is sunny with occasional gummies. Yeah, gummies. Gummy candies start falling down from the sky. It starts to rain candy. Holy crap. I mean, it's snowing here in Canada, and I wish we had candy falling from the sky instead of snow or rain. How freaking awesome would that be? It's moments like these where I wish some of the events that happened in Toriko actually existed here in the real world. Raining candies, and Toriko eats them all up, catches them in his mouth. He's eating them. He's like, yum. I kind of miss this, you know, seeing people actually enjoying eating food. It's been a while since we had that, really. Because most of the time we've been focusing on the Bishokukai Invasion and Cooking Fest and Neo and all of that. And then it starts raining chocolate and marshmallows now. Chocolate and marshmallow rain and snow. Why can't this exist in real life? God damn it. Now I want some candy. This is one of the things with Toriko. It's like when you see all these different kinds of foods, it makes you all hungry. Okay, so after the raining candy, a fucking mountain falls from the sky after the candy a volcano because I can see lava coming out from it. I'm like, volcanoes falling from the sky? What? I mean, it's Gourmet World, but really? That's a bit much. So I was expecting Toriko to use like his fork and knife or something to like destroy the mountain that was like going to crush him. I'm sorry, volcano, it's a volcano. But we see this pelican swooping down and eating the mountain. A mountain-eating pelican, if you will. No, seriously, that's what it's called. A mountain-eating pelican. Capture level 770. So stronger than the wind grizzly, but not as strong as the stronghold rhino. Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, after that pelican ate that mountain, Toriko goes off to this tree to find the mountain eater eggs, while this pelican has gone off to eat mountains. What the fuck? Why is it raining mountains in Gourmet World? What the fuck? Anyway, he comes across this tree and he climbs up into one of these branches and he finds a nest of these giant eggs. They're from the mountain eater pelican. He carries one of them, and now that we got a better look of his appearance, I'd say, I don't know if it changed his outfit, but I'd say the outfit that he wore when he went to Gourmet World in the previous chapter probably got torn up and now he looks more like a caveman. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Toriko kind of looks like a caveman. It's kind of a new look for him, but, you know, I'm used to it. I mean, I don't mind the stubble on his face. The hair is okay. I mean, we've seen Toriko with longer hair, so that's no problem right there. So, he grabs one of the eggs, and we see the land. Apparently it was called the land sea. Ocean that looks like land but is more like an ocean, not like land. I see a bunch of waves forming in the land sea. Toriko is going to head on back. We see him walking to this giant tree. It looks like a tree house. It's probably where Toriko was living. And he puts the mountain eater egg inside this hole, which leads to this long tunnel underground where we see this huge pile of food. Everything, fruits, vegetables, meats, fish, the whole shebang. But we get to the part that kind of confused me in this chapter. We see brief panels of somebody cooking. Toriko yells at the person inside the kitchen, saying, "I thought we'd head back to human world. What do you think, Komatsu?" And then in the next page, we see Komatsu actually crying, with longer hair though, but at least he looks more like an actual person and not like a monkey, as I said before. But what? Because last time I checked, he was with Midora in the Bishokukai headquarters. Granted, he was given permission to leave, but he couldn't go off on his own in Gourmet World, and he did say that he was going to stay and wait for Toriko to pick him up. And then we get this chapter, and Toriko gathered all these ingredients, and he decides to go back to the human world, even though the second act is called Gourmet World. And then we see Komatsu is there with him. Did I miss something here? Because I could have sworn, I feel like I missed something here. I must have missed like a couple of chapters or something. It's just, this is why it's kind of hard to review this chapter. We see Komatsu holding this bowl of food. I don't know what the heck that is. He's crying. He's so happy that they're going to go back to the human world. So it must have been quite a long time since Komatsu has been in Gourmet World. However, Toriko said that he forgot to get a plumaged mushroom child, but Komatsu's like, "I don't care, let's just go back to Gourmet World," and I don't even know what a plumaged mushroom child is. Also, Toriko just quickly took the bowl of food that Komatsu was holding in his hand. Then we get to learn, like, how long has it been since Toriko first entered Gourmet World. This is the part that kind of confused me even more. According to him, it's been 1.5 years since Komatsu entered Gourmet Worlds. 1.5 years Komatsu was in Gourmet World, which means Toriko got Komatsu back in 6 months. And this is what confused me even more, because it was led to believe that God was supposed to appear because of the solar eclipse within 6 months. And I felt like we missed God. So I'm like, did we miss God? I mean, it's been a year and a half. I mean, the part kind of confused me. But I looked back at the chapter. The gourmet astronomer, whatever, Rala, I think that was his name. He said that the earliest time for God to appear was 6 months. So it was probably a guess, not a confirmed time for God to appear. So maybe God will appear later on, even though it's been a year and a half. But I thought it was going to be 6 months, so I was a bit confused by that. So if we did miss God, then that would be a complete cop-out. Especially now that we're in a year and a half time skip. Komatsu and Toriko were talking. I mean, and apparently Komatsu was so relieved of heading back to Human World because ever since he was in Gourmet World, he was incredibly worried because we see him freaking out over a monster that was outside their treehouse. But Komatsu wonders how are they going to get all these ingredients back to the human world. Toriko says we just make it easy to get out. One single swipe cuts the entire freaking tree with one swipe. Hell, I don't even think he yelled out he used a technique. It was just a swipe. Holy shit. And then Toriko looks at himself in this puddle, noticing that his hair got longer. He also got some facial hair. And then he uses his knife to cut it all off. That's a shame because I was getting used to Toriko's new look, and now he looks like the same as he was before from the previous chapter. Okay, if the hair, fine, but I was hoping he kept the stubble, made him look more older, more mature. I'm just saying, but I don't mind Toriko's appearance. It was kind of a shame that we saw his new appearance and then he just instantly like changed back within one chapter. But he's not done, so he cuts Komatsu's hair back to his old style. Again, it's kind of a shame because I was getting used to Komatsu's new hairstyle, but I guess his previous old style, his short hair, is a lot better. Komatsu once again asks Toriko how they're going to gather all these ingredients and carry them back to Human World. Toriko then says, we just carry them. Komatsu is arguing with Toriko that they can't carry them with their bags. And then we cut to Human World, which looks the same as it was before. It's like completely deserted and barren. It kind of looked like the post-apocalyptic world in Fist of the North Star. I mean, if it's been a year and a half, how come there was no signs of rebuilding? I guess maybe it's because they were running out of supplies or something, or probably they have to deal with the food shortage. And we see a truck carrying almond cabbage, which I've read in a comment that was one of the ingredients of Zange's full course. Not that I didn't really care that much, but hey, okay. But something fell out of it, and it was a food capsule. And that is where the chapter ends. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 264. What do I think? I'm conflicted, honestly. I mean, I didn't hate the chapter, it just confused me. I mean, it wasn't like as great as the previous one of how much build-up there was towards the Gourmet World, but I felt like there was so much that was missed since we've entered a year and a half time skip. Komatsu's rescue, well, so-called rescue, was kind of skipped, but I wasn't expecting that at all. Which, okay, fine, but I was actually hoping we get to see portions of Toriko's journey to get Komatsu back, at least. I mean, you don't have to show every single detail, just show the important stuff in this chapter. That's all I'm saying. It's just we entered into a year and a half time skip and I felt like so much was missed. I was wondering about the eclipse and God, but it seems that we might not have missed it. Hopefully. Because that would be a complete cop-out if we did miss it. But what about, like, Coco's Tiny Zebra finding Cheeri's main course? I mean, they did say that they needed Toriko's help with that, so did they find the main course? I mean, did Toriko help them and then went back to Gourmet World? And there's the build up towards Gourmet World. I mean, we've seen portions of it, yeah, but I thought we'd get to see the full exploration of Gourmet World. I mean, we've seen parts of it in previous chapters, but I was hoping we get to see Toriko's journey. I mean, it's one of the things I liked about Toriko, not just the kick-ass fights, but the journey and the adventure towards getting to their goals. And also, what happened with Bishoku Kai? I don't know, like, what happened? I mean, like, did Toriko get a rematch with Star June? I mean, like, what happened with Midora and Star June and Bishoku Kai? Hell, what happened with Neo and Froze? I mean, they were like preparing to go to either space or underground to get to that food utopia that Coco was talking about. So, like, what happened with them? In this, like, one chapter, I felt like we've missed, like, so much, but maybe Shimabukuro will just do a rewind to what happened during the year and a half. That or show flashbacks. I don't want it to be like one chapter, build up towards the journey to Gourmet World. The next chapter, yeah, we're going back to Human World. This is why this review is so hard for me, because I like Toriko, I really do. This chapter kind of gave me mixed feelings. I mean, halfway through, it got me thrown in a loop of like how long it's been and what was missed. But the beginning part was pretty cool. The parts with when Toriko cut the tree in like a single swipe, I thought that was cool. And seeing like candy raining from the sky, I thought that was awesome too. And then seeing mountains falling, and then you see a pelican eating a mountain. That was kind of funny and crazy. So I got mixed feelings with this chapter. I'm not saying this chapter was bad or good. I'm kind of conflicted here. But the ending did kind of got me intrigued, because there are food capsules now. I think because the food supplies are so bad, they have to reduce themselves to eating food tablets now. Probably not the same as eating actual fresh food. The next issue, Komatsu and Toriko are gonna come back, and they're gonna see what happened with Human World. Which, okay, fine, but I'm hoping we're gonna get flashbacks of what happened during that time skip. So, that's Toriko chapter 264. Tell me, guys, what do you think of this week's chapter? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you feel like we kind of got trolled in this chapter, or did you like this chapter either way? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more videos. Be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 264. I got mixed feelings with it, but hopefully Shunbrook Girl will pull through with this. Hopefully. I'm Luis Bound 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.